How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Solid Spirit channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my spiritual awakening. Guess how hot it is out here today? 39 degrees Celsius. I could feel the sun rays on my fucking back. Anyway, today I'm going to be uploading 2 videos. That would be my spiritual awakening, and I just want to also target a different target audience and to talk about how to get bigger arms. Arms is my specialty of weightlifting and so on, so I feel like I should really start with that as well to get people recognizing me on the channel and so on. So that's what I'll be doing later on, and I'll be talking about my spiritual awakening process first. So, my spiritual awakening. So I'm just gonna start what it was. I'm just gonna start at what it was like to go through it for a start, and then to the time where I am now. So I guess this all happened. So this all happened last year. It could have. I know it. There was like something that started before, probably before my birthday, like a little while before that. And I'm not gonna hide anything here, but I'm just gonna put myself out there and be vulnerable. It was part of something that I desired. I became spiritually awoken because of something I desired, and that was to be in a relationship with someone, and I knew things wouldn't turn into a miracle straight away, and through this time I had to learn some things and so on, and yeah, that's what I desired, and then that's what I mainly desired, and I became really impatient towards that, and that's why my spiritual awakening was shit. I had a really bad experience. I was mostly either depressed and recovering, and now I'm able to come out here and make videos because I realized, and I've been guided to make these videos and to teach others about this and go through it, and so it doesn't have to be any harder for them like it was for me. I don't want to release any more information, but I desired a relationship at first with anyone, with any girl. I was like, okay, that's one thing I desire for a start, so I'm like, okay. So I tried to pray and pray and pray that I would be able to get this relationship, but yeah, that's it, because spiritual awakening is a different process, and first of all you have to discover your spiritual self. You have to discover your purpose. You see, I didn't even know this, but later on I realized, oh, I knew my life purpose was to direct movies and whatever, and but then what I had to discover over time was my soul purpose. It's probably the same thing, the soul purpose, but it's also making videos in the Solid Spirit channel and just entertaining others through other means of entertainment. So like I had to slowly find out what this stuff all meant to me. And so yesterday I just recently discovered I just recently discovered my soul path, pretty much. And part of it, I believe very firmly, it's about a twin flame relationship. I think I am a twin flame. And yeah, I'll get to this in a moment, but I'm not going to release any more information. Well, I'll just say it now. So like, I did want like some other like person to fill my life with joy and stuff, but then I kept coming back to this one person, and this was someone I already knew, and I'll just leave it at that. No more information. And the shitty part is that I had to go through a heartbreak because of how annoyed she was towards, I don't know how I was talking to her. Like, she didn't want to be in a relationship. She probably doesn't want one. She's probably not ready for one. And you know, that's not my business. But yeah, you can see like it bothered me a lot, and I hate like going back to that, but it's just something that I'm exploring, and I'm just telling you guys. So that's like what I wanted, and then I realized yesterday that I really am meant for this relationship, that we both are meant for this relationship. There is something between us, and now it's just starting out, where yesterday I began to manifest it. And so like whilst I wait for the manifestations to complete, I'm doing this, and I'm just talking to everyone and inspiring everyone and making videos. I can even forget about it if I want to, which is why I'm doing this, but you know, yeah, like I thought, you know, and it's all about, like, you got to visualize as well what you want to manifest, and that's not really what it's all about, but it's all about like other things. It's like a whole process that you have to go through, a very slow process. It takes time, and that's why, again, as time tells, as the divine right time and order comes into place, I'll be doing this, and something will probably happen, and I firmly believe that I've manifested what I've wanted, because I know because I realize, because I know I'm meant for something, like we both are, because the twin flame relationship is all about the other soul growing and helping the other soul, and then they both as they both help each other, they both grow, they both evolutionize, they both are filled with more inner wisdom, they're filled with more knowledge, clarity, everything. They become stronger together, they become faithful together. You know, who said a twin flame relationship's easy? It may not start that way. So the symptoms that like I went through and that you might be experiencing as well if you're awakening, is that you'll see repeating numbers like 1111. That's probably like the most common one. That one apparently is associated with twin flame connections, but no, it's well, the number 1 is associated with and that's like a quadruple. The number 1 is like it's about creativity, passion, integrity, honesty. What else? Intuitiveness, ability, intention, thoughts, and so on. So like I saw like all these bunch of numbers. Like I saw 1111 mostly, and then I saw a bunch of other numbers like 822 or yeah. And last night when I was and yesterday I got numbers relating to 3, the Ascended Masters, of course. I've been getting that a bit, and they have a bit of an influence on me, I guess. I don't communicate with them too often. I should, but I don't, because like, well, like I refer, like whenever I have these moments where I connect with spirit, I say I address them as a spiritual team, God, and angels. I just address it as that. And I invite them to come forward and so on and listen to like how I describe my day. And here's something: if you're having trouble with it, if you're having trouble, just be open. Be open to what your guides might tell you. Okay, you might not even know you have like this ability to be intuitive and receive messages from them in your head. That's what it was like for me. I'm actually a very gifted, intuitive individual, and I'm learning. I'm just starting out, and then I'll learn all these new things as I go along. That's all I know that I'm strongest in, and it helps more when I write on a piece of paper. Like maybe I could do that sometime in the channel when I get better at it. But right now I'm just focused on helping myself, because then if as I go along this really good path along the way, I could easily be able to help others. Oh yeah, so last night I got 4 3s when I was it was quite a coincidence, I think, but I was watching I chose to watch Constantine last night with Keanu Reeves, and at the start of the film it had 4 numbers on the taxi cab that came up, and it was 4 3s, and I was like, wow, that's like really fucking coincidental, or is it destined? But yeah, and then the message of that is that you should contact the Ascended Masters and Archangels more often. So I was like, alright, well, I'll do that. I mean, it's the same thing, it's just like addressing my spiritual team and so on. But, during this time of spiritual awakening, it's all a process of learning. It's however you make it. Just think of it like going through it like a miracle. Because it literally is. Because you just remember something. God and the angels and your spiritual team have not forgotten about you. They're trying to help you. And that's why I'm so close to them. I just know. And I know I'm part of this like greater plan. Mainly to probably help others through their awakening process. And so on. I'm not really used to talking about this, because it's quite a serious topic. Yeah, but it's all about the benefits and so on. like it's very beneficial to actually connect with others on YouTube and so on. And I also, you know, had this sudden curiosity to look at tarot reading cards, and I looked at messages through them, you know, whether I pick a card readings and so on. But how you know where you actually know that there's growth is that there's a fine line between, like, you know, depression and no progression, and then there's like where you actually understand what you're here to do and it makes you happy. So while I wait, I'll just be helping you all out. I'm here for a helping hand. I'm here to just entertain yous. I'm here just to express myself as well. Because life is full of surprises and you don't ever need to limit yourself, ever. The main thing is that you believe, you keep the faith. You don't let anyone change your faith whatsoever. Because I had that happen to me. It was part of this twin flame relationship. And I still can't forget about it because it was very displeasing to hear. And yeah, you can see that there's a lot of healing that needs to be done within me. And that's to come. That's just something I've got to wait for. That's later to come. Because it's all just like part of the process. You know, I probably never felt so ashamed in my life because I felt bad doing those things, like, you know, telling it, like, okay, like, you may think I'm crazy, right, but I was faithful to the fucking end, and I, you know, like, I didn't expect her to believe it, but I just had to say something, and I had to say, look, like, this is what I believe. You know, and that's all it was. And then I was basically hit with a big injustice. You know, she was talking to her friends and groups and so on, and, you know, telling them like what fucked up change I just went through and what I said to her. And obviously it bothered her, but because she was just too annoyed by it. And I can tell, like, she might have been emotionally fucked up by it. Because I was never like that. Do I regret saying it? Yeah, I do. But I know that it's funny how things work out, and I have faith that things will work out in the future. Things will go my way, finally. It's just I had to learn what a real heartbreak would feel like. Probably. That's just my, you know, interpretation of going through all those lessons with that, but, you know, Spirit was like saying through, you know, there's tarot cards and so on, like pick a card readings, that I shouldn't contact that person at that, you know, at this stage, and I won't, because it's all part of the timing, okay? You know, divine interventions are working on this, and that's all it is. And they're just telling me, and I got like number messages last night, that things will work out. Things will work out for the highest good. It's just that she doesn't understand, and when she does, be able to teach her spiritually about all of these things. Like, that's what I believe strongly. I guess anyway, that's my story. Yeah, fuck. It's surprising what life can do to you. You know, but yeah, surprising what life can throw at you, but then you can still stand by. There will be a justice coming back, and all you gotta do is just stay positive, stay focused on your goals and aspirations and your manifestations. Don't let anything bother you. I'm being fucking serious on that. If you found this video, please use it to your advantage. The main thing is, you stick to your goals, your aspirations, and you manifest, and you visualize. Okay? Imagination is all you need. It's all you need to really decipher what's best for yourself and how you can tie that into the divine interventions. Keep your spirits up and stay solid. What a tough video.